Last month, a 71-year-old woman arrived at the cruise terminal with her CPAP machine packed carefully in her carry-on, along with 3 weeks of medication stored in a daily organizer. She had cruised 8 times before. She knew the routine. She had her passport, her boarding pass, her confirmation number. She never boarded the ship. Her CPAP machine was confiscated at security. Not the machine itself, the power cord she brought to reach the outlet. One cord, one rule she didn't know had changed, and a vacation she'd been planning for 18 months ended before it began. Now, most people think cruise security is looking for obvious things: weapons, alcohol, items any reasonable person would leave at home, and they are. But something changed in the last 2 years. Cruise security is now trained to identify and confiscate everyday items you use in your home every single day, that most passengers would never ever expect to be a problem. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You won't find out until you're standing at the terminal with your bags already open. Before I show you what's being confiscated, you need to understand why the list grew. In 2024, after a series of onboard electrical fires traced to personal devices, every major cruise line updated their prohibited items policies. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Princess, all of them. The changes are buried in the cruise contract, the long document almost nobody reads before clicking "I agree." Under the International Safety Management Code, every cruise ship is required to identify and remove any item that poses a fire, safety, or security risk. Notice the language, any item. It's deliberately broad. It gives cruise security enormous discretion, and in 2026, they're using that discretion more aggressively than ever before. There are 3 ways your items get flagged. First, X-ray screening at the terminal. This catches power strips, surge protectors, anything with a heating element. Second, manual bag inspection when the X-ray shows something unexpected. And third, the one that catches seasoned cruisers completely off guard. Cabin stewards are trained to identify and report prohibited items found in your stateroom. You can clear terminal security, unpack your bags, and still have something confiscated on day 3 of your cruise. She was told her CPAP would work on the ship. What nobody told her was that the nearest outlet was 7 feet from her bed, and her CPAP cord was 4 feet. She packed a standard household extension cord, not a surge protector, a simple extension cord. Security flagged it immediately. What changed? Cruise lines now classify any cord that can handle multiple devices as a potential fire hazard. The ISM Fire Code's electrical safety provision doesn't distinguish between surge-protected and non-surge cords. The broad language catches both. One email to the Special Needs Department before sailing gets you written approval for the cord you actually need. Here's the reality most cruisers still don't see. If your medication is in a weekly pill organizer, the kind millions of seniors use every day, cruise security at certain international ports can classify it as an unidentifiable substance. The medication itself isn't prohibited. The container is the problem. This is especially dangerous on itineraries that include Mexico, the Bahamas, or any Caribbean port with strict pharmaceutical import laws. A pill organizer with no prescription label gives port authorities grounds to detain and question you. Keep every medication in its original pharmacy container with the label intact, even if it's legal in your home state. Even if you have a medical card signed by your doctor, cruise ships operate under federal maritime law, and under federal law, cannabis in any form is still prohibited. What changed isn't the law. What changed is enforcement. Cruise security officers received updated training in 2025 specifically for identifying CBD oils, gummies, and cannabis-derived products at X-ray screening. The dogs at some terminals are now trained to detect it. This one shocks people because it looks so innocent. A USB hub, the small block that lets you charge 5 devices from one outlet. You use it at home. You use it in hotels. It's on every travel checklist. But cruise ship electrical systems are not hotel electrical systems. Cruise ships use ungrounded electrical systems. A multi-port USB hub that draws power from multiple devices simultaneously can overload the circuit. Several cruise lines now explicitly list USB hubs in their prohibited items, not just power strips. The fix: bring individual charging blocks and use the ship's available outlets one at a time. If you use a heating pad for arthritis, back pain, or muscle relief, this one matters. Heating pads and electric blankets are confiscated at Terminal X-ray because they register the same thermal signature as prohibited heating coils. The rule doesn't distinguish. The X-ray just sees heat-generating wiring. Contact your cruise line's accessibility department 30 days before sailing. Some lines will approve a medical heating pad with advanced documentation. Others will provide one from the ship's medical center. But if you don't ask before you sail, the answer at the terminal is always no. There are no exceptions for travel steamers. None. Not the handheld version. Not the compact travel model. Not the one your travel blogger recommended. Every major cruise line prohibits any device with a heating plate, and steamers have a heating plate. This is the single most commonly confiscated item that passengers are genuinely shocked to lose. This one is so new that most cruise packing guides still recommend them. Magnetic hooks. What changed? Cruise lines discovered that strong magnets can interfere with the cabin's door locking mechanism and in-wall wiring. Several lines now scan for them at security. Pack command hooks instead. They stick without magnets. The confiscation rate for drones has tripled since 2024. Most people assume the drone ban is about onboard privacy, and that's part of it. But the bigger issue is port authorities. Most cruise embarkation zones are within restricted airspace, and port police will confiscate a drone whether the cruise line cares or not. If your drone is found at security, it will be held in the ship's safe and returned only at disembarkation. Attempt to fly it in port, and it may not be returned at all. Standard family walkie-talkies are fine. Ham radios and any device capable of transmitting on maritime VHF frequencies are not. The reason? These devices can interfere with the ship's bridge-to-bridge communication and emergency channels. A passenger radio bleeding onto Channel 16, the international distress frequency, is a federal violation. Security confiscates them on site. This is the one that genuinely shocks experienced cruisers. You can bring commercially packaged, factory-sealed snacks. What gets confiscated? Homemade cookies, unsealed trail mix, fresh fruit, sandwiches prepared at home. The regulation is driven by agricultural import restrictions at ports of call, not just cruise policy. If you dock in Mexico with an apple from Florida in your bag, you've just violated agricultural import law. Cruise security preemptively removes anything that could create a customs liability. This isn't about paranoia. It's about understanding how the system works now. Before your next cruise, do 3 things. 1. Check your cruise line's prohibited items page, not the one you bookmarked last year, the current one updated within the last 90 days. Policies change between booking and sailing. 2. If you're bringing any device that plugs into a wall for medical reasons, email the Special Needs Department and get written confirmation. That one email can save your entire vacation. 3. Keep every medication in its original pharmacy container with the label intact, especially on any itinerary that stops at international ports. Because the biggest difference between a smooth cruise and a stressful one is not luck. It's awareness. So the goal is not to cruise in fear. The goal is to cruise smarter, to stay ahead of the policy changes, to pack with the rules in mind, and to make sure nothing ruins a trip you've been looking forward to for months or even years. These 10 items are being confiscated right now, every single day, from passengers who had no idea they were doing anything wrong. Now, you're not one of them.